As a boy, even, Handel was a prodigy and a bit of a rebel. His father didn't want him to study music, yet he found a way to smuggle in a clavichord into the house without his dad knowing about it, and started practicing the instrument himself and really became quite gifted at it. And once he was heard publicly, the Duke of Saxe-Weissenfels prevailed upon Handel's father to allow him to study music. Handel then did go on to study music, both law and music, and as a young man he eventually left his hometown and he went to Hamburg, where he actually composed 3 operas. He worked in the opera company there, first playing in the second violin section and then leading opera performances from the harpsichord. He met Telemann while he was there and quickly made friends with the very best musicians in town. And Hamburg was a very cosmopolitan port city, so he was able to quickly make a name for himself. And in fact, a nobleman heard him and offered to pay for Handel to go to Rome and study. And Handel said, "No, I will basically save up my own money and I'm going to go on my own." And that's what he did. The money that he earned without any patronage, he went to Rome, which is this fecund, active, vibrant place with extraordinary wealth, but also extraordinary depredation. And it was a city of these extremes, and a center for a while for opera. And of course, that's what Handel thought he was going there to do. But in Rome, he ended up writing more church music because there was a temporary ban on opera. So in this piece, in the Dixit Dominus, you get glimpses of the more mature Handel, but yet it's still a very different type of music because it's written for a specific occasion, the Carmelite Vespers. So you get from Handel this specific approach to the music that kind of makes its way into later works. Handel was well known for parody or copying from himself, and even this music that he wrote when he was 22 years old, he borrowed later for later operas. And I think that shows the surety or the certainty that Handel had in his skill as a young man, that he recognized even later, 30, 40 years later, having reused this music. So he's someone who very quickly was able to assimilate styles, to absorb what was taught to him, and almost immediately produce this masterpiece like the Dixit Dominus.